Hey, we're live. Welcome to day 4 of the Pin to Profit Challenge. Oh my gosh, are you excited? Today is all about keywords and how to use keywords in Pinterest for your pinning strategy. If you're brand new here, I'm Rachel Ngom. I'm a Pinterest strategist, and I work with female entrepreneurs who are sick and tired of struggling on Facebook and Instagram, generate new leads and sales daily with Pinterest. Good morning. Hey, Magnolia. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Erica. Welcome, you guys. I'm so happy you're here. Carolyn says, I'm so excited. Me too. Today's a big day. Today and tomorrow are huge. If you guys think you've learned a lot, get ready. Hey, Sherilyn. Hey, Nay. How are you guys doing today? Can you believe we're on day 4 already? Like, where is the time going? And what's going on with my hair? Come on. Come on. Work with me here. Hey, Morgan. Hi, Kelly. Hey, Renee. Hey, Wendy. Good morning. Good afternoon in Chicago right here. Hey, Chantal. How is everybody today? I have had so much fun reading through all your comments and your engagement in the Facebook community. So thank you for being rock stars. Thank you for showing up and doing the work. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Kenya says, hello, super excited. Already changed my board names to be optimized to its full potential. Nikki says, excited for this. Hi, Sela. Magnolia says, need to catch up on day 3. If you guys need to catch up, that's totally cool. Just go to the recap page, rachelandgom.com/recap. That's where you're going to see the homework. That's where you're going to see the video recording. And we have it on the podcast too. So if you want to go listen to this again after the fact, all first 3 days are on the She's Making an Impact podcast. So you can go back. Nay says, my baby is teething. Oh, goodness. When TJ was teething, we got him a little amber necklace. I think that's what they're called, like a teething necklace from Amazon. It was like $15 and it was night and day difference. It was so good. Carolyn says, busy making changes to Pinterest. Hi, Desiree. Hey, Sarah. Sherilyn says, I still need to do day 4 homework. That's fine. That's totally fine. Today's call will probably help you do day 4 homework. So that's totally cool. Chantel says, I'm working on my website, taking action. Yes. Erica says, I'm multitasking right now, cooking dinner and watching listening. I mean, that's just my life, multitasking. No problem. What? Are you guys excited? I'm so pumped. So pumped. So let's get into the good stuff. We're talking all about optimizing your Pinterest board for success. I got my notes. So we're going to start with the content, all about keywords on Pinterest. There's a lot that goes into the keyword strategy. So I can't talk about like everything today because it'll be a very long call. But I'm going to get to some very basic things that you can take action on right away, which some of you have already done, which is so, so cool. Kelly says, excited for the goodies. Oh, Kenya, good tip for teething. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So who remembers what I said? I think I've said it every day. Pinterest is a search engine, okay? So if you want to dominate on Pinterest, you got to master keywords and have a keyword strategy. So super duper key. And so you need to make sure that you're using titles and descriptions, especially for your boards. And it's got to be keywords that people are actually searching for. So who here does not know what a keyword is? It's basically just a word or a phrase that people are searching for. And so example, we would call this a long tail keyword, which is basically like 3, 4, or 5 words together in like a little short phrase. So that's a long tail keyword. So an example of a long tail keyword might be intermittent fasting for women. And this is something that people are actually searching for on Pinterest, okay? Okay, so here is just an example. We're going to name the boards that we're creating what people are actually searching for. So when they search for it, they find us, okay? That's what's beautiful. So a lot of people are missing the boat with their board titles, and they're naming something cute and clever, like my favorite recipes or something like that. And nobody's actually searching on Pinterest for that, so nobody's going to find you. But what if you got more specific with what you're naming your boards and you say something like gluten-free breakfast recipes? Do you see how specific that is? And it's very niche down. And if someone's searching for gluten-free breakfast recipes, there's a really good chance that they find you, okay? So I just want to give you an example. One of my clients is a fitness coach, and she used to just do general health and fitness, kind of like how I was doing. And she decided after going through my course Pin with Purpose that she wanted to niche down and be really specific and just target intermittent fasting for women and if it fits your macros, which is a way of eating for fat loss. And so if you guys search for intermittent fasting for women, it's so cool that she has mastered keywords and she's mastered this keyword search. So she's literally dominating. So when you search on Pinterest for intermittent fasting for women, you'll see one of my pins is all the way at the top, which is so cool. It's been repinned over 20,000 times and continues to bring traffic, even though I wrote that post over a year ago. Crazy. But you're also going to see Megan, and you're going to see like, it's like every third pin is one of her pins because she's using that specific keyword and she's dominating. So right now, because she's doing everything that I've taught her in Pin with Purpose, someone is clicking on her pin. They're searching for intermittent fasting for women. They're seeing her pin, and it's so gorgeous. And it gives a really specific call to action. They click through, they get to her website, they sign up for her email list, and she's getting leads every single day because she's dominated that keyword search. Do you guys see how this is happening? Do you understand? Sarah says, I got to change a lot of my board names. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, you can go back and totally change them. So that's fine. Hey, Mary. Jill says, hey, I learned so much that I can't possibly choose my favorite thing. Busy renaming boards today. I love that. Love that. Okay. So to find out what people are searching for, this is so easy. You just go to Pinterest and you just go to the search bar and you just start typing, and Pinterest has that autofill feature. And so you'll start typing intermittent fasting, and then you'll see a bunch of different words that are popping up. And that's what people are actually searching for on Pinterest. And so those are some of the long tail keywords that you can use as part of your keyword strategy. Kelly says, our board name is the most important thing to rename as far as keywords go. There, you can use keywords all over the place. I personally use them in board titles, descriptions, pin descriptions. I rename the image. I don't want to confuse you too much because there's a lot that goes into it. So I don't want to overwhelm you even more. So I want to keep it pretty basic, but there's a lot of different places where you can put those keywords to be found. And you guys, what's really cool is that when you master this keyword strategy, you're going to show up on Pinterest, but you're even going to show up on Google too. So did you know, if you've ever searched on Google, you're going to see Pinterest boards and pinners pop up and Pinterest images. So cool once you understand how this works. Carolyn says, got my first click through for my free adult coloring page. It's starting to work. And we're only on day 4. Can you believe that? That is so, so cool. Hey, Jessica. Sarah says, good tips on keywords. So thrilled. So I wanted to give you guys a few examples. I talked about this day 1, day 2. They're all blending together for me, so I couldn't even tell you. But one of the days I already gave you a few examples just so you can understand kind of what's going through my head when I'm coming up with these keywords. And so I'll give you an example for my Pinterest business, the boards that I've created with my specific keywords. So I'm in the head of my ideal client and I'm thinking, when she goes to Pinterest, what is she searching for? So when she searches for that term, she finds me. And so some of the things that I've come up with just by doing a little bit of research on Pinterest is apps for entrepreneurs. I'm like, ooh, that's something that I was searching for because I don't know what apps I should be using on my phone or whatever. Instagram picture ideas, because she's probably wanting to post on Instagram, but she has no idea what the heck she should post. Another one that I have is email list building strategies. So she knows she should have an email list, but she's not exactly sure if she has the right strategy and she's looking for new strategies. Another one is brand photo shoot ideas. So she knows she needs to have a photo shoot, but she has no idea what kind of picture she should take when she's doing a branding photo shoot. Another one is how to get more clients. So she needs more clients, and that's something that she's actually searching for. And then example from my fitness business, so you can see the 2 different businesses and how I've done them for both. Keto diet meal plans. So back in my fitness days, my ideal person was going and she was searching for keto diet meal plans. Another one is keto diet for women, intermittent fasting for women, how to get started eating keto, and keto fat bomb recipes. Do you guys see kind of how that works? Nay asks, should we put in a board description? Does that matter? Yes. Keywords are going everywhere. They go everywhere. Dina says, wow, all of that sounds like me. See? And you're here. And you are here. Are you guys understanding this? Whenever I see people hitting the emojis, I get excited, but then I see some people hit like the mad face emoji, and I was like, what did I say? Did I piss somebody off? Sorry, distracted. Does this make sense? And are you guys doing okay with the homework? So your homework was to go to Pinterest and start typing in, get in the head of your ideal person, and start typing in niche-specific keywords to see what shows up. And then I want you to come up with 5 board themes that really talk about your ideal client's problems, dreams, and offer a potential solution. So you're going to write the board title, description, and always keep in mind your ideal client and that theme of how you're going to serve them. So that is your action step for today. And I wanted to highlight some of you guys that are crushing it, because literally, like, I see the posts in there of how you're like already getting results and already taking action, and it makes me so, so happy. Carolyn says, I've searched all of those terms, see? And you're here. Kathy says yes. Sarah says no, happy, always happy. Celia says I got distracted on the homework. Hey, Miranda. Welcome, girl. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you do the mad face emojis, I'm just going to be like, what did I do to upset you? Oh, God, focus. Okay, so I wanted to highlight some of you guys that are taking action and posting in the community. See, someone just did it again. Sorry, focus. So Jess said, I wanted to share a screenshot of my Pinterest analytics. Monday, my stats were about where it usually is. Tuesday, it hit a spike at the end. So she showed she took a screenshot of how her analytics have already gone up. And she said the only change I made besides my bio was setting up Board Booster to recycle some of my old pins and a few different boards. Magnolia says, I've done the keyword search on my crystal board last week, but still don't see any repins. It's okay. It could take time, and there could be just a couple pieces missing in your strategy. So, I mean, this is a 5-day challenge. I'm trying to teach you as much as I can in these 5 days, but there's still going to be some things missing. I can't teach you like everything. This would be a forever long challenge. So there might just be like a little piece of the puzzle that's missing for you, and that's why you're not getting any repins yet. Miranda says, I was doing it this morning and didn't even realize it was the homework. Wow, look at you. Yeah, I mean, the strategy, there's quite a few pieces that go into it. And if you're doing one piece, but you're missing like a critical part of the strategy, then you're going to stay stuck. So I'm doing my best to teach you as much as I can in these 5 days. Oh, look at the hearts and the smiley faces. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kathy says, I did a board for each type of product I make, i.e. teacher gifts. Great job. Great job, Kathy. And then I wanted to highlight Sally Leach. She did her homework and she came up with a couple boards, and they are menopause-friendly recipes, menopause-friendly workouts, understanding menopause, menopause symptoms, and menopause motivation. So those are great. Good job. And Miss Cassidy Kenzani did a great job with her homework too. I just wanted to give you a tip. One of hers was allergy-friendly restaurants in northern New Jersey. When you go to Pinterest, nobody is searching for that exact term. So maybe you could do restaurants in New Jersey and see if people are searching for that. But you could also do allergy-friendly foods, and that's something that people are actually searching for. Yeah. Sela says, are we going to have access to the videos after the 5 days? You'll have access for a few days afterwards, and then I'm going to close down the recap page. Dina says, this is not my strong suit, so my board title I came up with is Self-Discovering Journey, and realized while searching this morning, and this actually came up as a search race. Good. Go, Jersey. Okay, so Cassidy, you did have some really good board titles like Paleo Desserts and Sweets. The other one that you had was the best allergen-free food products that I've tried. That's it's almost too long, but people aren't actually searching for that on Pinterest. So what I would do would be maybe best allergen-friendly foods and see if that pops up, or allergen-free foods and see if that pops up. Otherwise, really good. And then she said, I just learned you can add descriptions and categories to boards. Yes. Okay, Jess Wellman said, I just went in and broke down my basic what to wear board into 6 different ones. And she came up with leather and lace boudoir inspiration, retro boudoir wardrobe ideas, jewel tone boudoir wardrobe ideas. Like these are so specific, which is great because when it's a very specific keyword term like that, you're going to show up and you're going to dominate. So you want it to be niched down. So instead of just like recipes is the board title, everyone has a board named recipes. That's why I said get more specific, like gluten-free breakfast ideas. You're welcome, Cassidy. Mary says, I made very simple boards and kept my boards very simple. Kindness t-shirts, compassion t-shirts, adventure t-shirts. Okay. Simple is fine as long as you know that's what people are searching for on Pinterest and that shows up. And then I want to highlight Jen Smith Johnson. She came up with yoga practice inspiration and tips, meditation and intention setting ideas, beginner yoga tips to start practicing yoga, yoga lifestyle and fashion, and inspirational quotes. Perfect. So good. And then Morgan Douglas came up with budget printables, budget meals, budgeting for beginners, save money tips, and earn money online. These are really good. You might even be able to get a little more specific with budget meals. So maybe it could be easy budget meals or budget meals for families. So it's a little more specific and that way you can dominate that search term. Okay. And then Renee, I'm going to butcher your name, Siegmiller Sands says nautical baby clothes, fox baby clothes, dinosaur baby clothes, unicorn baby clothes, butterfly baby clothes, and elephant baby clothes. And that is so, like, it's so specific, but I know people are actually searching for that. So that is so good. So good. And you're going to dominate. If you create all those different boards specifically for that, you're going to dominate. So one of my clients actually went through Pin with Purpose and she has a party planning app and she was going to do party planning for all different kinds of parties. And after doing our group coaching program, we decided to niche her down and do just birthday party planning. And if you go, her Pinterest account is Wish Me. She's done such a good job. So she has very specific themes. So it'd be like Paw Patrol birthday party ideas, stuff like that. So she has all these specific boards all centered around birthday parties. So she's really dominating that birthday party space. So good. Ooh, comments. Hey. Erica says, can you possibly give me a name for wedding ideas like centerpieces? I mean, think about what people are searching for. I don't know your ideal client, but I would guess if I'm doing if I'm planning my wedding, I might search for beautiful and then the color that my wedding is, and then centerpieces. So it might be beautiful red centerpieces or beautiful budget centerpieces or something like that. But get in the head of your ideal client, think, what is she searching for? Magnolia says, I was wondering with mine, I make crystal jewelry, but it's also with polymer clay. I know if I use polymer clay, a lot of people are searching for that, but it's usually the competition. My clients have no clue what materials I use. So how would I work around this to get repins while still targeting buyers? What kind of jewelry is it? You don't necessarily have to name the materials, but is it inspirational jewelry? Like think about the colors. If people are searching for a specific color or inspirational theme necklaces or beautiful crystal necklaces. Think it doesn't have to be the material, but think about what they would be searching for, and then you can show up. Sela says 5-minute prep crock pot meals for busy moms. Is that too long? If people are searching for that, so test it out in Pinterest and see if it's being autofilled or if nothing shows up. So crockpot meals for busy moms might be better, but I can't tell you unless you actually go to Pinterest and start searching. Kelly says, what I do is so specific. Should I have boards for other similar topics like creating a baby registry, baby shower, and other pregnancy, mom, infant boards? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Kathy says, all my stuff is personalized. Should I make every board say personalized? Sure. If that's what's going to add value to your ideal client, you totally can. Laura says, what if no one is searching for things related to this tiny niche? One of my things is finding host families for exchange students and others to do that as the same job. So maybe it's stuff that would support them outside of that specific topic. So it could be, I have a pin that I did, or actually a board too, that was how to prepare for a mission trip. And so think about like how to prepare for an exchange student or something like that, or exchange student, hosting an exchange student, and see what kind of stuff pops up. Amber says, I'm confused a little still on how I would go about finding the keywords if I should sell Disney-inspired jewelry and accessories. So think about what your people who are, I'm guessing they're going to be obsessed with Disney. What are they going to search for on Pinterest? And so maybe Disney gift ideas, Disney jewelry. I was actually, funny story, my dad is like a Disney freak. They had their honeymoon in Disney World. We were just in Disney World. So funny. He's like a big kid, a 60-year-old kid that wants to stay until when the park opens and then when the park closes. They listen to my podcast now. So if you're listening, hi, Dad. But so for their wedding anniversary, I was searching for Disney champagne glasses. And that was like my specific actual search term. And so think about what your person would be searching for on Pinterest. Magnolia has some ideas. Beachy wedding centerpiece, floral garden centerpiece. Perfect. Perfect. Sharon says, since I do polymer clay dragons, would a board like great gift or handmade art? Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Welcome, Trisha. Welcome, Jelena. All right, keep asking your questions, and then I have some of the questions here that I wanted to make sure I answered from the group. People are using the Ask Rachel hashtag in the group. So, I didn't write down who asked this. Darn it. But I loved this question, and I love your business. I wish I could go back and I'll find you. If this is you, tell me. But she says, we sell jewelry and donate 20% of our profits to fight sex trafficking. Right there, like you have my heart. Part of my practicum when I was getting my master's in social work was fighting sex trafficking in St. Louis. So I love your business. Absolutely love. And she says, our cause is a big part of our brand, but ultimately we're trying to sell jewelry to contribute to the cause. For our bio, do you think we should mention that because it's only 160 characters? Yes, you could do like jewelry to fight sex trafficking or jewelry with a cause or something like that. Because people love, I know if I'm like your ideal client, probably because I would buy it because I know it's for a cause. Like you want to mention that. I think that's because it's a big part of your business model. As far as pinning, what are your thoughts on how much should be about our cause versus jewelry? Ultimately, we're trying to convert jewelry sales. So I just wasn't sure if that should mostly be what we should be pinning and selling. Currently, our jewelry line is selling strong in stores, but we're struggling to convert online. I would do both. I would have a board about how you're making an impact through your organization, but I would also have a board about your jewelry too. So I would definitely tie it all in because it's really, really big part of what you do. And that's why people are going to be interested in buying from you. Cool. Beth asks, is that purpose jewelry? I don't have the name of the person who wrote the question. I'm sorry. But I love your business. Super good idea. And I'm really hoping that everything's going to work out for you with these strategies so you can crush it online too. Carolyn Sadowski asks, well, she says, I'm so freaking pumped. I upgraded my Shopify store to connect to Facebook and Instagram. I've set it as a minimalist theme, so the watercolor paint is the only thing that catches your attention. I've rewritten my Pinterest bio, and I'm working on offering a free coloring page link. When I first started this challenge, it felt like my brain box was banging in confusion. Rachel, you've set my foot on the right path. My first impression of you was that you were real and have continually proven to be just that. I'm going to be filing adoption papers so I can add you as my third kid. Hugs and kisses. Oh, you didn't have a question, but I loved your comment, and I'll be adopted by you. Like that, you've done so much, so you should really be proud of yourself, and I'm super proud of you. Amazing job, amazing job. Cassidy says, if I have a choice, I'll always buy from a company that donates to causes I care about. See? Yes. So you definitely want to make sure you're highlighting that as part of your business. I'm trying to think. Tom, the guy that created Tom's Shoes, has a book called Start Something That Matters. I've read it twice. It's really good and would be so perfect for you to read as part of your business model. Deborah asks, what is the best way to add keywords into your board descriptions and pin descriptions? Is it best to have the long-term keywords in sentences or just a bunch of keywords? I try to incorporate it as part of the description, so it's not necessarily keyword stuffing. So like I'll say, if my main keyword is how to get more leads, I might use in the description, say, in this post, I'm going to teach you how to get more leads. And then I might add some keywords after that too. So it's up to you. I honestly do a little bit of both. Okay. Deborah Williams says, today I finished making some Canva images for pinning and got them put into a secret board with the links intact, got my bio switched to the new rewritten one, going to get another blog post done and then work on getting my free stuff, some downloaded downloadable, printable, novelist cheat sheets for several of the topics lined out. I hope to also get my opt-in set up to get those out to those who do sign up for them done by this afternoon. Rockstar. Should I switch my pins from secret to public before I get the opt-in and free stuff done? I would just make them public. I mean, I only have things secret for like that if it's something that doesn't add value to my ideal client, and if it's a board that's like super duper bare and has nothing on it yet. But it sounds like you're doing a great job and you're good to go. So I would make public and get ish out there. Okay, Dina has a question. I think I get it now. Self-discovery journey, how to communicate with my teenage daughter, mom of teen daughters, mental wellness, spiritual faith. My board I titled Self-Discovery Journey. Should I make all the phrases above as their own boards? Yes, those should all be their own boards. Good job, Dina. Okay. Erica Rowell, says, I was overwhelmed at first trying to set up my mailing campaign with MailChimp, but I finally figured it out. I also set up my blog on WordPress, and I'm so ready to go, and I want to thank you for helping me reach my maximum potential. So proud of you. You're the one showing up and doing the work. So great job. Trisha says, any thoughts on a freebie if I'm in network marketing for a wine subscription company? What would help your ideal person? What are they searching for? So are you trying to sell them wine? Is that like the ultimate goal? I personally, wine fan over here, but if you did a freebie that was like wine and cheese pairings or something like that, or best wines to pair with these foods, I would be all over that. I forget who it was who does the myofascial release. I forget your name. Gosh. There's a lot of you. But whoever said they did the myofascial release, I totally opted in for your freebie because it was so valuable. It was, so she teaches about fascial release and like fibromyalgia and all that stuff. And her freebie was best foods to eat to like heal your fascia and best stretches to do for your fascia. And I was like, I need this. So I opted into your freebie. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Laura says, Trisha, a wine and food matching suggestion or description of wine types. Yup. Trisha says, trying to get reps to join my team. So this is more network marketing specific, but the best way to get the best quality reps is to get people who fall in love with the products and have them transition into becoming a rep. That's totally how I got started and how I taught my team to get started. I wouldn't necessarily recruit them immediately to join my team. And I've recruited over 300 people in network marketing. Kenya says, I've never used WordPress. I have blogger.com and I've used it for 8 years. How easy would it be to switch to WordPress? I would outsource that ish. I would go to upwork.com and do a job posting of I need somebody to switch over my account from Blogger to WordPress. I wouldn't even mess with it because there'd be coding involved and I wouldn't want your stuff to get lost. Laura says, when I see a wine title, I have no idea what the names mean. Yeah, so maybe like a description, depending on who it is. If you're trying to attract wine lovers that want to learn more, or if you're trying to attract newbies who want to learn more about wine. So it could really depend based off of who you're trying to attract. Dina says, whoever does the myofascial release, I'll have to find her. I have fibro and love learning more about how to function with this in my life. I hope she's on and she can comment. If not, I have her email. Like I was going through the stuff. I have her email and I'll tag her in the group. Okay, more questions. Crystal says, is it best to keep my pins generic or could I include pins related to my company like before and afters? So you can, but I wouldn't necessarily put the name of your company. I would put before and afters using like a specific maybe program, but I wouldn't mention the company just because a lot of people, especially now, have their guards up when it comes to network marketing. Oh my God, I just got a text message and it was so loud in my ears. Sorry. But a lot of people have their guards up when it comes to network marketing. And so if they hear the company name or they see it, they might just be like, nope, they're trying to sell me something. But if they know that, so one of my clients in the lead generation lab who's gone through Pin with Purpose, she is a rep for Beachbody. But we made her whole theme, her whole Pinterest account, her blog and everything was Whole30. And so she's teaching people how to get started with Whole30, not mentioning Beachbody or any of the products or any of the programs they offer. She's getting people interested in her. Another text message. And Whole30. How do I turn that off of my computer? It's so loud. Okay, volume down. But her whole focus is Whole30, but then on the back end, after they opt into her email list, she's going to be talking to them about challenge groups that she's running with Beachbody and the products that she's using on Whole30 to support her Whole30 journey. So that's how she's doing it. Wendy says her blog is about chronic illnesses, including fibro. Cool. Kenny says, thank you. I do all the coding for my stuff, but it would be easier to outsource that. Yeah, because that's something anybody can do. You could find somebody to do it really cheap. I just think it's better for entrepreneurs to stay in our zone of genius and focus on the things that only we can do, like creating content. And the little techie stuff like that, you can outsource. Melanie says, unfortunately for my company, you have to mention the company in the B&A as well as the products used. So hopefully to have other products in my pin so it isn't as obvious. Okay. Okay, what other questions do you guys have? Annette Finch says, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I have 2 accounts, personal and blog. Personal one has 38 followers, and my new one for my blog, which I only have 1 board and a couple of followers. I would delete the one that has nothing and just switch the personal to a business account and go from there. Amy says, I have a question when it comes to using AdWord Google keyword link. It takes me to the AdWord advertising on Google. Do I have to create an AdWord account first to be able to search for keywords? Yes. We're not talking about this in this challenge, but yes, you do need to create an account. You have to put in a credit card, but you don't actually have to set up AdWords. For anyone who has no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, but yes, you need to set up an account. Ina says, what do I do with multiple same pins on one board? I schedule it on Tailwind for my own pins together with other people's pins. Now I see a lot of the same pins on one board. Do I need to delete them and leave it only one pin on the board? I don't ever delete pins because it can take months for a pin to actually take off and you don't want to ruin that opportunity. If you're looping them with Board Booster, then you can actually set it up to, it will delete the duplicates. If it has less than a certain amount of repins, you can totally set that up within Board Booster. They don't have that feature in Tailwind, but I would not go back and delete pins. I'd rather just have duplicates. I don't think it's a huge deal. Melanie says, I have someone following me on Pinterest, and at first I was excited, but it's a spam account and I don't want people to see what is following me. Are we able to block people? You can go to their page and click those 3 dots and report that account. Oh, and I wanted, so for those of you guys who participated in the challenge yesterday, we did a prize. All you have to do, we're going to do the same thing today. Take a screenshot of either your notes or of me. Hopefully I'm not going to be like a weird face, but take a screenshot and then tag me on Instagram at She's Making an Impact with your favorite part of the challenge or one thing that you've learned so far that has really stuck out to you. And I'm picking out a winner. So yesterday, Tara Counterman was the winner. Girlfriend, email me. You're going to get a copy of either my mini course, Creating Killer Content, or my Repurposing Content workshop. So you can email me and just let me know which one you want, and then I'll get you access to it. So participate in the challenge today and you can win tomorrow. Okay, what other questions do you guys have? Any other questions? Tomorrow's a big day. Big day. All about content. And it's so, so, so important as part of the Pinterest strategy. So important. I'm excited. Do you guys have any other questions about the challenge so far or today's content? Bueller, anybody? Kathy says, how do I reach someone like me who just repins and never looks at pages? They might not be your ideal client, but you need to put a very strong call to action on that pin to get people to click through. That's very, very, very important. Trisha, good question. She asked red or white wine. Red wine always, or champagne. We're having a champagne tasting party tomorrow, and we have 3 different bottles. So it's going to be my mom, my best friend, and my sister-in-law. We're doing a champagne tasting. And I was like, we should get mini bottles. And they looked at me and they were like, girlfriend, please, we're getting the full bottles. And I was like, you guys want trouble. They want trouble. Lilia asks, where can I see yesterday's live? So just go to the recap page, rachelandngom.com/recap, and you can see all the previous homework, all the previous videos, and we have the audio there so you can listen to it whenever you're going around. Sarah says both wines. Cassidy says, if you delete a duplicate pin, someone repin, does it have any negative effects like mess up their boards? It shouldn't mess up their boards, but I would not want to delete a pin that's getting repinned. Laura says all the wine. You guys. All of the wine. But yeah, I love red. We have some of our favorite wineries that we've been to in Napa. Summers and Calistoga, so good. And then Tamber Bay, so good. It's a vineyard that's on equestrian property. And so we were sitting like by the stables and they had a wine and cookie pairing. Hello. So good. But the wines are amazing. So you should go to Napa Valley or France. Meet us in France. We're going to be there in 2 weeks. Okay. Amy says, are these keywords for board names, pin descriptions? Both. You're going to put keywords everywhere. Kathleen asks, how do you decide the topic of your board? What's something that would add value to your ideal client? That's how you come up with it. Trisha says, mimosa. Girlfriend, the orange juice just adds extra carbs. I just want the champagne. Give me the champagne. Nay says, working on changing all the names of my boards and descriptions. I didn't even think about creating boards for things my customers would like other than what I offer. Yeah, see? Nicole says, I think I might need to work more on what I want my business will be. I just started making custom sewing and embroidery options, but haven't really focused on one type of item. Should I start by firming up what I do before getting my Pinterest account set up like you suggest? No, just start taking action, because if like a lot of you guys have multiple passions right now, and it's, I'll just say you have multiple passions. And what's going to happen, you might be blogging on 3 or 4 different topics. This is what I was doing. And my whole blog was about healthy living. And what I did, I just figured out which of my posts and which of my boards and everything, which of my pins was resonating the most with my audience. And that's how I decided to niche down. So if you have a couple of different areas that you want to talk about right now, figure out what's resonating the most and then niche down from there. That's what I did. Trisha says, I'm crushing on your wine collection back there. Come on over. We have plenty to share. Lori says, do you pin stuff from one blog post to multiple boards on your Pinterest account? Yes. So what I do is I automatically upload it to my board that's just titled My Blog Posts. And then from there, I'll repin it to any relevant board. So if I do a pin that's all about Pinterest marketing, which I always do, I'll first upload it to my blog post board, and then I'll repin it to my Pinterest marketing tips board. Magnolia says, I noticed one of my pins from a few months ago was getting repinned, but when I clicked on it, it went to someone else's website. I know it was something I pinned, so I don't know how that could have happened. Somebody stole your pin. That's happened to me. So they literally saved it and uploaded it and had it directed to their website. It's frustrating. Adrian says, my coach is the best. Love you, Rachel. I love you too. You're the best student. You guys are so fun. Who's going to come to the champagne party on Friday? What other questions do you have? Adrian says, me. Sherlan says, me. You definitely don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow's my favorite day. Renee says, I'll be here in spirit. Dina says, do you have your board called My Blog Post public or secret? It's public. Public. Tiffany says, do we need to be concerned with watermarks when pinning? I add my own logo just for brand recognition's sake. That's it. Carolyn asks, is there any specific number of boards you should have? I would try to get at least 10 up, and then you can add from there. Magnolia says, can I just have champagne today, like right now? Yes. It's always a good time for champagne. Go for it. Chantel says, I'll be driving, but I'll turn on and listen. Good. Jessica says, thank you for the tips on the search on Pinterest. This is giving me blog topics too. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Any other questions? The UPS guy must be here, or the Amazon guy. The Amazon guy knows our house well because the dogs are going crazy. Kenya says, when you mentioned redirecting URL for pins that are not yours, where are you redirecting them to, or am I not understanding it? Kenya, that's not something you want to, somebody stole her pin. So that's not something I suggest you do. You should always create your own pins and then redirect it to your stuff. Amber says, is it okay to have the same or similar content in multiple words? Yes. Cassie says, where were the instructions for the challenge again? The recap page is at rachelandgom.com/recap. Puppy. No, there's 4 dogs here. We have 2 and my parents have 2. And one of our dogs is flying over to France on May 1st. A little nervous, but he'll be good. You know it costs twice as much money to fly an animal than it does a human? Crazy. Okay, you guys have work to do, so I'm going to let you get to it unless you have any other last questions. But do today's homework, and yeah, no problem, Kenya. Do today's homework. Make sure to tag me on Instagram with what your favorite part of the challenge has been so far, and I'll pick out another winner. Is that crazy faces and wows because there's 4 dogs in the house? There's 4. 4. I know, it's insane. Tiffany says, I mean, pinning our own pictures, do we need to use watermarks? I don't. You're welcome, Magnolia. You're welcome, Sarah. You are so welcome. Okay, get ready for tomorrow. It's going to blow your socks off. So get to the homework and tag me on Instagram if for a chance to win. Yes, wow, dogs. I know. I'll show you guys on Insta stories. So go check out my Insta stories today. They're so sweet. They're all so sweet. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you in the group and tomorrow. You're welcome, Dina. Bye, you guys.